equipment, we're going to be focusing on our legs, on our chest and also on our back muscles, okay? So first of all, I'm going to start off by doing a quick warm-up of the full body, some mobilisation. If we just start with our legs hip width apart, our core nice and tight, hands are going to be out. I want to start off with small shoulder circles and I want you to go for 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to be going out for a chest press, so you're going to go out, bringing your elbows back. At the same time, we're going to a leg curl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go side to side, so we're going to go down and up. That's 2, 3, keeping those hips facing forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leg curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to do a row with a hip hinge. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so if you're not sure that you're warmed up or if you don't feel mobilised, then please repeat that warm up a couple of times until you feel like your joints are all ready and lubricated for some exercises. So first set that we're going to do is all about our legs, okay? We're going to be doing a series of squats. We're going to do 4 different exercises within this series. We're going to go start off with a standard squat. So we're going to talk about the form correct for our standard squat. Legs are going to be hip width apart, feet are going to be facing forward, hips are going to be facing forward, shoulders back, core nice and tight. And we are going to make sure our shoulders are down and we're in a neutral spinal position. Before we start, we always engage our abdominal muscles, so imagine bringing your belly button towards your spine and engaging your pelvic floor at the same time. We're going to be going down and coming back up. Now you can go to whatever feels right for you, and everybody squats slightly differently. So if you go down to around about here, that's fine. If you can go down further, that's fine. If you need a chair behind you to squat on, that's also fine. That's our first exercise that we're going to go for. Second exercise, I want you to go into a sumo style squat, which is our legs are going to be slightly wider than hip width apart, facing those feet outwards. I'm going to go down and I'm going to hold for a half squat, and I'm going to be doing heel lifts. So I'm going to heel lift up, heel lift up, heel lift up. Okay, that'll be our next exercise, and our third exercise that we're going to go for is just a normal sumo squat. So my legs are still wider than hip width apart, my feet are still facing outwards, my shoulders are back. I'm going to go down, I'm going to come back up. I'm going down, I'm going to come back up again, okay? Then after that, I want you to go for a standard squat with a leg lift. So I'm going to squat down, I'm going to come up, I'm going to squat down, I'm going to come up. From the side, legs hip width apart, squatting down, leg up, squatting down, leg up. So I'm going to repeat the first sets with you. Because we're not using any equipment, we're going to keep sets and repetitions quite high. But if you are using equipment, if you've got weights, you're welcome to modify these sets to work for you. And again, it does depend on what your goals are, of what you would like to be and what you would like, so what sort of sets and repetitions you do, okay? So let's start off with first set. So, standard squat, I am going to be doing 12 repetitions of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, sumo style, feet facing outwards, squatting down, heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, get your legs shaking now, feet out. We're going to go for sumo standard squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, leg lift, legs hip width apart for the standard squat with the leg lift. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so don't forget, use those sets of repetitions that are right for you. If you are going to do it to follow us, normally I would advise 3 sets of 12 or 15 because you're not using equipment, but go to what's right for you. Write them down, see how many you're doing and try and beat it. I'm going to pause the video now as you repeat these sets and repetitions, and then I'm going to go into your chest exercises. Okay, so we are going on to another chest and back exercises. We're going to do a variation of a push-up, and then we are also going to do a variation of the back extension that we've just done. So get yourself back into your push-up position. You want to make sure that your knees are directly underneath your, hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees are further down from your body. This time we're going to go for a wide hand push-up. So hands are slightly wider than hip width apart. Shoulder width apart. We're going to come up and come back down again. Coming up and back down again. Again, you can also do this in your all fours position, going down and coming back up again, okay? That's the first movement that we're going for. And remember to try and engage your core at the same time, so abdominals tucked in towards your spine. You're going to engage your pelvic floor. Keep your breathing correct, do not hold your breathing throughout, as that will deactivate that pelvic floor. And keep that spine in alignment with your posture, so no rounding of the spine or letting it sag downwards, okay? So after that, we're then going to go for our back extension exercise. We're going to be lifting one arm up as we lift up the opposite leg. Other hand goes down for stability. Changing arms, we're going to lift one arm up as we lift up one leg. Changing, one arm up, change, one arm up, okay? There isn't really any other variations to this other than you can keep your legs down and just place your hand up and down, or you could do both hands up and coming back as if you're swimming. Head should be facing down towards the mat, but of course I'm talking to you, which is why I'm looking at the camera, but your head can come down towards the mat, gaze towards the mat. I'm going to do the first set and repetitions with you, and then we're going to finish off with some stretches. All right, let's get ourselves into our push-up. So, getting in, hands wider than slightly, hip width apart, keeping my spine in alignment, core nice and tight. I'm going down for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, coming down. Okay, ready? Hand down. So one arm up, one leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, remember to repeat them sets. So we're going to repeat that 3 times, and we're going to keep the repetitions around about 8 to 10. Okay, keep track of what you're doing so that you've got a note in your of how you're progressing with things, because you might be able to do more next time. I'm going to pause this video now, and then we're going to go into our stretches. Okay, so we're going to go on stretches from head to toe now, okay? So I'm going to start off by turning to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go for a hamstring stretch. I'm bringing one leg out, my bum goes out, my hips go down into a hinge. I place my hand on the weight of the knee that's bent, the other leg stays out straight, and I'm bringing my leg up, my toe up, so I can feel it in my calf muscles at the same time. Shoulders are back and down, I'm not rounding the spine, nor am I pulling it outwards and keeping good posture. I'm going to hold each stretch between 7 and 15 seconds to maintain my flexibility, or 30 seconds to increase flexibility, whatever is best for you. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go into a quad stretch. So I'm going to bring one leg up, knees in alignment, hips facing forward. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this position better. My knees do not go past each other, my back does not arch as I do so. I'm going to repeat on the other side and make sure I do both sides in there. If you need to hold on to a wall, that's absolutely fine. You can hold on to something, or you can pretend that you hold on to something, and it helps with your posture. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go for an inner thigh stretch. I'm going to bring one of my feet out, my other foot is staying forward. I am going to go down on my knee, I am going to tuck my pelvis in, and I will feel that in my inner thighs, okay? Some people do need to move that leg outwards, but go to what is right for you. Personally for me, I need mine inwards. I'm then going to go in, I'm going to change legs, I'm going to go down, I am going to tuck my pelvis forward. I am keeping my shoulders back and my core nice and tight. Rotational twists, I'm going to go around and hold in this position, and I'm changing to the other side. Again, remember, holding what's right for you, 7 to 15 seconds or 15 to 30 seconds, and you can repeat these stretches twice as well if you want to. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my next movement. Hands go behind my back, shoulder blades go out, chest is going out, elbows are together, shoulders are back and down. I am going to go into a shoulder stretch by bringing my hand out and my other arm across. So I'm going to cross my body, one hand out. I'm going to pull that arm towards me so I can feel it along the back of these shoulders. If you can't, you can also hold onto your wrist and pull it towards you. And you're going to change sides and go to the other side. Okay, well done everybody. I hope you enjoyed your workout. Okay, so we're going to go into chest exercises and back exercises at the same time. We're going to do these as supersets, so they're going to follow on from each other. We're going to do in total 2 exercises per superset. So I'm going to start off first of all by demonstrating the first exercise, which is going to be a tricep push-up and a back extension exercise. So what I want you to do, go at your mat if you've got a mat or somewhere comfortable. I'm going to show you the variation of a tricep push-up. We're going to bring our legs down, knees down to the floor, hands directly underneath our shoulders. Notice how my spine is not rounded, nor is it up, it is in alignment. Okay, I am going to bring my elbows backwards and I am going to come back up again, okay? That's the first exercise that we're going to do. So, my elbows go to the back compared to rather than outwards because I am doing a tricep push-up. So down and up. If this is too much for you, you can go on an all fours tricep push-up. So you go on as if you're going to do an all fours. This time we're going to be going down and it's more like a prayer. So leg goes down, coming back up again. I still keep my feet off the floor, but I have not got my legs as far back, which is absolutely fine to do as well, okay? That's the first exercise. Second exercise that we're going to do is that we are going to go for a back extension. Bring your legs hip width apart, bring your hands in front of you, core nice and tight. We're going to be keeping our our legs down, and we're going to be going up and coming back down. Upwards and coming back down again. If this is too much for you or you have a weak lower back, you're welcome to lift yourself upward and slowly lower yourself down, keeping your hips against the floor. We're going to do these exercises 8 times in total. And then we're going to have a quick break while you repeat your sets of repetitions, and you are then going to go on to another superset, okay? So let's get started. Tricep push-up firstly, hands directly under your shoulders. We're going to go back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back extension. I'm going to do the modified version. You're welcome to do the normal version where you lift yourself up. Notice how my legs lifted up off the floor then, which is why I'm doing the modified version. You want them down on the floor at all times. So we're going to push up and back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you repeat those exercises 8 times over 3 sets. Then if we have a break, we're going to go on to our second superset.